A big 10-2 win by Team Canada against France in the third game of group play for Team Canada, the Olympics. And it's big. Why? Because it's +8 in the goal differential, hoping to get the number one seed all the way through to the gold medal game. Now, also, when you look at the way that Canada scored their 10 goals, 9 different goal scorers. That is important to be able to have balanced goal scoring throughout the offense and 9 different players with at least a goal. But some of the best players for Team Canada, Macklin Celebrini, he's the only one with 2 goals. He was spectacular once again with the creativity, the great skills played, the speed, playing alongside Connor McDavid. I thought Celebrini and McDavid, for that matter, were really good. But another player that really stood out to me was Cale Makar. In the first couple of games, Cale Makar was good, but we know that Cale Makar could have another level. And scoring a goal in the power play was huge for Cale Makar. But also the plays that he made with the puck, the transition, the speed on the attack, controlling the play from the blue line. I thought that Makar and Taze were excellent from the blue line against France. And that was a big plus for Team Canada moving forward. Now, something that we weren't sure if it was going to happen against France was, what was the top line going to look like? So John Cooper puts Celebrini, McDavid, and back to Tom Wilson on the right side with Celebrini and McDavid. Not McKinnon, not loading up the top line. And I thought Tom Wilson also had probably his best game of the tournament. Scored, the first goal of the game for Team Canada, making it 1-0. A nice play on the rebound. But more importantly, when you think of Tom Wilson, it's about the physicality, it's about the respect, about the forecheck. And he did that late in the third period. We got to fight. We got to fight, people. Not often are you going to say that at the Olympics. But after McKinnon took a high hit by Crinon, the French player that was penalized on the play, the very next time Crinon was on the ice, Tom Wilson was there, went and finished his check on the forecheck, and then they dropped the gloves. And it was just sending a message. Look, I'm not going to have anybody take liberties to our players in this tournament. And look, IIHF, you get in a fight, you get tossed out, but nothing else for the rest of the tournament. So for Tom Wilson, that was a big moment, a big forecheck on his goal, a big moment late with the fight and the physical response that he had. Now, a couple of concerns. I'm a little concerned with the Nathan McKinnon line, with Suzuki and Hagel. They got a goal. Huge. It's huge for that line to get a goal and to really feel some positivity moving in to the quarterfinals. But they weren't really producing much, and they don't seem to be on the same page. So this will be interesting for me if they can take steps forward with that positive response of getting a goal, or they're still going to be stuck in the mud. Because of all the lines for Team Canada, that's the one that has had the most trouble trying to generate anything, trying to really get some chemistry. So maybe that Braden Hagel goal on a beautiful 3-on-2, that pass by McKinnon, the shot, is going to help them with their confidence moving forward. But that is something to see. And also on the defense, I just said Makar and Taze were great. I thought Drew Doughty has been playing well. But you know what? What about the bottom pair? Like Colton Parayko had a bad turnover. Can you play Shea Theodore more? And are you going to rotate 7 defensemen moving forward? Or are you going to go to a straight 6 defense, 3 pairs, and the 7th player is going to be just watching on the side? And I think there is some decisions to be made on the back end as well. But overall, a really good performance by Team Canada, being able to score a lot of goals, to feel good going into the quarterfinals. And obviously for Celebrini, McDavid, and the rest of the crew, this is the way you wanted to wrap up group play.